On to our next interview, back like we never left her. All right, and right now I have an artist. He's a Kenyan artist who resides in Australia, and he has this mask on, you know, like you can't see me kind of thing. His name is Qare The Mask, and he's here with us on set just to talk to us about his musical journey as well. Qare, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. Are we going to hear you with a mask on?
Oh,
of course not.
I'll take it off.
All right.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
I appreciate the time, the love, and everything, and I'm very humbled to be here, to be honest.
It's a pleasure to have you. Now, for those who are seeing you for the very first time, kindly just let them know exactly who Qare is. Qare
The Mask is just an artist like any other Kenyan artist. Different, unique, quirky, and trying to be international, hustler like you guys. You know, everyone is hustling.
We're all hustlers here.
Yeah. So just like any other Kenyan artist, trying to make it in this world, you know, it's harder nowadays, so that's Qare The Mask.
Where did your influence for music begin?
My music comes from my country, Somalia, because we're the land of biotic, and my friends, my father, my cousins, they all used to sing. And then I used to write from young age. I used to perform in high schools, primary schools. But I never thought I would be a singer. I always wanted to be an actor, entertainer, things like that. Then after writing few songs and then working with my friends and then everyone encouraging me, you can sing, you can do this, you can do that. Then I decided to become a singer.
So you started off writing, you know,
yes,
as a songwriter.
Writing, directing, yeah.
Yeah. What would you say influences your writing?
Oh, my emotions, to be honest. I always write about my feelings and realistic stuff. I'm not one of those artists who do like diss songs or different songs, but mainly it's love songs that I do. And you know, love comes from the heart, so that's the kind of songs that I do, yeah.
Yeah. So from that time when you started off, you know, officially doing music to date, what would you say has changed over the years? What are some of the lessons you've gotten to pick on the go?
At the beginning, you know, when you're starting as a musician, everything is hard. Going to the studio, it's hard because no one will respect you because you're starting. Doing a video, it's hard. Everything is hard. And then as soon as you get a little bit of name and then your first song is out, everything changes. People will respect you, they will see you have a talent, and then the whole thing will change.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of Kenyan artists, young ones who are upcoming and hustling and trying to make it. So I'm trying to say, just keep on hustling and do what you do, because it takes one song. Sometimes it's a luck to be a musician. Sometimes you have to have money. Sometimes you have to have people.
All the times, actually. You need to have money as a musician because, you know, producing music is not cheap, right?
That's true. But I'm talking about, like, if you have a family that have money, then that will help you. But if you are, like, young African artists who are struggling and hustling, it's harder and it's different. So that's why our music is different from the other countries, because Kenyan music is unique. So I'm happy to be Kenyan. I'm happy to be Kenyan artist. And I'm also happy to be a Somalian. So I'm international, Somalian, Kenyan, Australian. Yeah. That's why I'm different also.
All right, unique.
My question is on the name.
Yeah.
Qare The Mask. Why Qare The Mask?
Qare.
Yeah.
Qare, it's a nickname from my dad's side. Qare means watermelon in my Somalian language.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Qare.
my favorite fruit.
Yeah, Qare means watermelon in Somalian. So it was my dad's nickname, and then when I was born, I was the first son of my dad, so I took the nickname from him. And then I added the mask because when I was trying to be a musician, I thought about this, like everyone sings, we all look alike, we're all African, we have similar melodies, and we look alike. So I was like, how are you going to be different from the other artists? So I had to come up with something that differentiates me from the other artists. That's the other thing of me wearing the mask. And also, you know, everyone have a double face. Yeah. There's a face that we have it now, and there's a face when you go to bed that comes out, and that's you, a real you. So that's why I also put the mask. So my name comes from there, Qare The Mask.
So you decided you want to, it's an identity. The mask is an identity for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my marketing side of music.
Yeah. But you don't have it on in all your music videos.
No, no.
Yeah.
Only at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, only at the beginning.
Yeah, so it's not like you don't want us to see you.
No, no,
it's
no.
just there's this, but then this is all. This is me.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So I put it at the beginning to say like, this is me when I'm doing my music, and then I take it off and I'm like, this is me, Qare The Mask. So you're dealing with two different people, so.
Yeah, and you like it that way.
I like it that way because when I got the mask on, I'm entertaining, I'm acting, and that's not realistic. But when I got the mask off, that's me, that's when I'm humble, that's when I'm Qare, and that's when I can relate to anyone who is around me. So.
Yeah. Would you say your life has changed since you now got into music fully? Is there a way that your life, you would say, has kind of changed
Yeah,
a
it
bit?
changed it a lot because,
Yeah.
you know, music opens the doors for you. When you're a musician and artist, everyone respects you. Even if you go to the president, he will be like, oh, welcome. You know, there's that thing connected to the musicians. So definitely a lot changed for me in a good way, in a bad way, because it also comes with the downside of it, people abusing you online, and especially the way I dress, the way I talk, I'm different from the other Somali artists. So it comes with negative side of it and then the positive side of it, which is, it's fine because that's what we decided to do in life. Yeah.
And how do you deal with the negatives? You know, social media, as much as it's good, it has its bad. And when it's that point where, you know, you're being abused, people are just throwing critics left, right, center. Sometimes people just argue for the sake of it, you know, find something to just talk about, you know. So just how do you deal with that, you know?
You don't respond to it. You know, if you know yourself who you are and what you're capable of, then you don't have to. You don't have to respond to it, no matter what. Whatever they say, never respond to it. Because as soon as you open your mouth and try to defend yourself, that's when you open another side of it. So I always keep quiet. I never respond to any negative. I never respond to anyone abusing me, nothing.
Do you delete? Or you just leave it there but don't respond?
On my socials, if they come to my page and write something negative on mine, I delete, because I'm not going to allow someone to come into my house and then abuse me and then have that, see, publicity and all that. No, if you want to abuse me, take it to somewhere else. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
But on my pages, no, I don't allow that.
You don't allow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
how it's supposed to be.
I wouldn't agree anyone else allowing it, because you will never allow anyone coming into your house and then abuse you and then sit next to you and then, nah.
Yeah, for sure.
I do delete it on all my socials.
Okay, good way to deal with it. Good way to deal with
you.
it for sure. Let's talk about your sound. How would you describe your sound?
My sound is more like Afro-Indian kind of. I used to watch a lot of Indian movies. I used to listen to R&B music, reggae music, and Tanzanian music. So it's a mixture of Somali, Kenyan, kind of Indian, Arabic. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, you said you used to watch a lot of Indian movies. I don't know if you know this, Unique. You know, when you watch an Indian movie, trust me, they're gonna break into a song.
Definitely.
At some point.
30 minutes. 30 minutes of that movie.
Of the movie is them singing. So,
Definitely,
so I get when you said it, you know, you got influenced by that, you know, as well. Of the music that you've gotten to check out, which one would you say gave you a footing where you felt, okay, now I feel like people are listening?
Oh, there was a song I did with one of other artists from Ethiopia. His name is Rich Michael. He's a good friend of mine. He's one of the biggest artists in East Africa.
Yeah.
I collaborated with him. That song, I think, resonated with a lot of people in East Africa. Tanzania, Kenya, Somalia, everywhere. It became a big. So after that song, I started believing in me, and I started saying that, okay, this is the direction I want to go with my music. Because I used to do different sounds, reggae, raga, rapping, like different melodies. Then I realized this is the way I do want to go, because this is the way people listen to and like. So yeah, that's the song. I think opened the doors for me.
It opened the doors for you, and it's been, you know,
Yes,
amazing ever since.
Yeah.
You touch on different themes when it comes to your music. You speak on identity a lot. You speak on resilience. You know, you speak on different societal issues. Just tell me why, or how do you get to decide this is what I'm going to be talking about, and why that, you know, those themes specifically on resilience, on identity, because they seem like they're very strategic, like it's intentional.
It's very specific, some of my songs, because I grew up with our mom and dad. I grew up with my auntie, with my cousins, and most of the time I was in overseas. So that made me who I am today. I become a different person. I realized what life is all about. So there's a lot of young kids who are struggling, who live the same way that I lived, and it resonates with me because everything that I'm going through, if I put it on a song and someone listens to it, it changes their perspective in life, and that may change their life. So that's what motivates me to do what I do. Yeah. And most of my songs are family, love, like any relatable ideas.
Yeah. How do you get to pick on your collaborations?
It depends. Sometimes it's luck. You will be in the studio and then the artist will come in and then you connect and it happens. Sometimes you will see an artist that you like and you will think both of you are relatable and can sing together. And then you will go after them and say, hey, do you want to work with me and do this and that? Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when you're an upcoming artist.
It's hard to get collabos.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely it's hard to get Kenyan artists to collaborate with because, I don't know, Kenyan music used to be good and used to be like...
Used to?
It used to.
I love Kenyan music. So when
I
you say
do love
it
Kenyan
used to.
music, please don't get me wrong. But you know what I mean? It used to be international. We used to be #1 in Africa, even before Nigeria. And then Nigeria overtook us, Tanzania overtook us. That's what I mean, international stage. But when you're here in Kenya, our Kenyan music is good. It's a clubbing music. There's no like that song actually you can listen to and say, hey, this song actually touches me deeply. But now I do listen to Bien. I love Bien, and I would love to collaborate with him.
Yeah.
People like that, yes, he's international. He's one of the best in East Africa. So I'm talking about quality of our music has changed compared to the artists we had and used to respect back in the day.
Yeah. I think I should put you on to some artists maybe.
Like
Because, you know, when you say it, you know, it's not music that maybe sometimes you'd listen to and get to feel like it's touched you. I get what you're saying because I think nowadays, most artists are checking out, you know, like club bangers,
songs.
you know,
Yes,
club songs. But there are artists who still, you know, get to your feelings, you know. There are artists who will do club bangers and at the same time do, you know, someone like Kiani will give us, you know, a song where he's just talking about Pombe. Pombe is, you know Pombe, of course. Yeah, who's talking about Pombe, Sherehe and all that. And then he will come back and give us a really nice love song that you just get to listen to and wish that you can fall in love and all of that. So it depends. I feel like we are on both spectrums, like
But we need to compete with the world, you know, and we need to be #1 in Africa. So there's a lot of young artists who are upcoming artists, very talented.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I hope Kenyan music to go back to where it used to be. We're good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But the quality that we had back in the days was different level, to be honest. And that motivates me to be like that. And that's why I do my music, because I used to listen to old Kenyan artists. Yeah.
Okay. Unique, what do you think about that? Let me get your perspective as a DJ, as someone who plays Kenyan music.
He knows what I'm talking about. Kenyan music is all about clubbing. It's all about when you...
Not all of it, but I get you.
But when you're at home, you know, there are songs that you love to listen when you're at home.
Yeah, true.
That's what I'm talking about, those kind of songs.
Yeah.
Like you sit at home, you listen, you enjoy, have like coffee with it. So, yeah.
What do you think, Unique?
Actually, there's some truth in what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because these days, artists, they release songs according to the trend. Anything that is trending, they will write a song on that trend. When your trend is something that will just end with...
Give you views,
sometimes.
yes.
Yeah. So I think they've not put in more effort in just giving us good music that will last for long. They're just giving us some shorter music.
Okay.
See that the
Wewe nyinyi mkianza kupigwa blows huko sijui
No,
X ama sijui wapi. Mimi by the way nimesema Kenya music ni mzuri. Msini
You asked
include
us the
hapa.
question, we give you the right answer. Yeah.
Msini include kwa hivi.
It's from you.
let them console me. I
Yeah.
will give them the right
But,
we
answer.
have
but
to
I
be
get
honest.
what you're
You have
saying.
to be
I get
honest.
what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I also still know that there's this other side where people
Yeah.
are giving us music that you can
Yeah,
get to
true.
just sit and listen to, and it gets to you. There are those artists. It's just that maybe they're not as mainstream. That's
You
it.
see the level, like Bien, he's a different level, to be honest,
Yeah.
compared to other East African artists. Even Nigerian artists, I think it's up there. So you see the kind of music I'm talking about and the kind of music most of us do, including me. So that's why I'm trying to be different.
Okay.
Get to that stage, then I can say, actually, we did it.
Okay.
So don't get me wrong, please.
When
I
you'll
don't want to be
receiving
bashed
your
online.
jams, I will not be there.
I'm just saying.
But it's okay, it's okay, it's allowed. What do you think can be done differently maybe for Kenyan music to get to, you know, a level where we are crossing borders now?
Kenyan artists don't help each other, trust me. Like, everyone is hustling their own. Like, they don't support each other like the other countries do. Everyone wants to do their own thing. Everyone wants to be the number one. Everyone this and that. It's good to be number one and be like your own unique way. But when it comes to your fellow Kenyans, you need to support. Whether it comes to like even saying, hey, this is good, I like it. Or whether like financially, whether studio side of it. Trust me, we don't help each other. It's like, you're your own. Make it. I don't care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that needs to change. And the other thing, I think we need a governmental support. Kenyan artists, most of them, they don't get the sponsorships. They don't get governmental support. And as a country, we need to come together. It seems like everyone's like, I don't care. I just want to do my own. And I hope it changes in a better way, because we're better than this. And Kenya is a good country. I love Kenya. Half of my family is here. I grew up here, so I hope we change in a better way.
Okay, all right. I'll allow you to talk to us about your latest music as we finish.
Yeah, so I've released a song last night. It's a mixture of kind of raga, it's Swahili, English, and Somali. It's done by producer Paulo. He's my producer, one of the biggest producers.
Yeah.
So I've worked with different producers, but this is the song that I want to promote. It's kind of club banger. But my previous song, it was more like love song and this and this.
Yeah.
But this is with the trend. So yeah, that's
You've
the song.
decided to join the trend
I
after
have to.
bashing
I
the
have
trend.
to, I have to. That's what I was saying, including me.
It's
So
fine.
yeah.
Yeah. All
But-
right. So is the video out?
Yeah, it's out.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll get to listen to that. Thank you so much for coming.
You're very
And maybe you
welcome.
can just talk to people and let them know where to find you on social media and where to find your music.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
It's always a
And
pleasure.
thank you everyone in Kenya for supporting me, listening to my music. I truly love you. So my name is Qare The Mask. You can find me on Instagram, just Qare The Mask. Everywhere, all my social media, it's just the same name, Qare The Mask. So I love you so much. Please don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes people can say something and someone can translate it in a different way. So I love Kenya, I love Kenyan music, but I want us to change to be better. So that's all I'm saying. And thank you so much for having me.
Totally get you. Thank you so much, Qare, for coming to
Thank
the
you.
show, and all the best in your music endeavors.
Thank you.
So Unique, get to play for us new music from Qare Music. Qare The Mask.
Shepkezi wa kinajma na nina yundo ya seremala.